It's time for episode 75 of Festpod, where we'll be getting the latest Download Festival news. We'll be checking out Lemmy's statue in Stoke-on-Trent, and in Orgasm, spelt A-U-G-A-S-M. Our featured band section, this time we'll catch up with Sentient. All this and more coming up next on Festpod, the unofficial rock festival guide, right after this short message from our sponsor.
Are you looking for that last-minute festival essential? Or maybe you just want to travel light to get your whole camping setup when you arrive on site? The good news is that Fat Frank's Camping Shop will take care of all your festival camping essential needs. From camping chairs to blow-up airbeds, cosy duvets to festival cooking sets, Fat Frank has it all. And what's more, Fat Frank offers a click and collect service at several UK festivals. So head to fatfrankscampingshop.com to order now, or visit Fat Frank and the lads at your favourite festival. Fat Frank's Camping Shop, the official sponsors of Festpod, the unofficial rock festival guide.
Welcome to Festpod.
Oh, motherfucker!
The unofficial rock festival guide for episode 75, recorded on the 26th of May, 2025. I'm Neil Wilkinson with the news about your favourite rock festivals, our live music guide for the coming months, and some special things we found in Festpod favourites. We'll also be chatting to the band Sentient in our new feature, Orgasm, with an AU. Now let's meet my fellow host, live by fibre optic cable all the way from North East Wales. It's Rich Holmes.
Good evening, Mr. Wilkinson. Let me just clarify that fibre optic cable isn't connected to me. This isn't like the Matrix or something.
We haven't got it shoved somewhere to connect to you.
No. It's not plugged into me directly.
No. But we're pleased to have you back because you've been doing all sorts of things that involve the NHS, and we've got you back now. So we're assuming you're all in one piece again.
Thanks. I mean, one piece would be a stretch, but I fell on the stairs in work and tore my rotator cuff in my left shoulder, and
what are you doing that for?
That knacking my back more, busted my nose open as well.
What are you doing that for?
Nice concussion from it.
What are you doing that for?
So yeah, I'm under the care of the orthopaedics in Wrexham Mile Hospital again, and that's my second home now.
They know you. It's like. Do you just turn up in your slippers and your joggers and
yeah.
You just take a seat.
So
and
they've got a brew going for me already. They know I'm coming.
And they get cracking on you.
Comfy chair.
They go to work on you.
They go to work on me.
Yes, that's what they do.
And I've had that many X-rays as well over the past couple of weeks. I must be radioactive or something, because I had about 20 X-rays in 2 days.
Oh wow!
All kind of focused on here, and I'm like, that's pretty close to my head. Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh dear me! Did they not have one of those like there's a sort of board that stops X-rays? Did they not give you one of those?
No, I was kind of hoping for something for my genitalia as well, but they said that was fine as well.
That'll be fine, Rich. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Unless the radiation then makes it grow, of course, and then that'd be
like in the comic books.
Yes.
Those comic books that I read.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes.
Moving
on.
So the next thing I have to do is let you know that there are two versions of this show, audio and video. The video is on YouTube and the audio is on your podcast app. So just search for Festpod to find either. It is free to subscribe, so there's no reason not to do that either. Keep up to date with us on the socials by looking for Festpod. And find all of our links, including our merch and our Patreon. Huge thanks to those who are Patreoning us. Thanks for that. At festpod.co.uk. Now, let's get started with the festival news. So, We have had, well, it's been building up a little bit. So let's say there's quite a few stories to have a look at. We've got some stories on download. We often just start with download because it's the biggest of them all, isn't it, in the UK?
Indeed.
So let's take a look at the particular. Do you know what? We're going to have a look. Do you know, always, I like this now that download is starting to send out emails with updates to us all on the download family scheme, I'm calling it, where they just cherry pick little bits of news that they think we ought to know about. So this one, for example, that came through is basically talking about all the extra little bits. We know about the bands. What about the toilets? So we've got... It is a favourite subject.
I mean, like, if you enjoy cottaging, then toilets are very important to you.
Oh, there's so much I could say. I'm just holding myself back right now. I'm not going to say what I should say because there's things I don't want to reveal about myself. So, upgraded toilets.
You've said enough. I do apologise. Come on.
It's all right. No, well, yeah. Anyway, he says we listen to your feedback and we're making changes to the things that matter to you this year, including new destination bars, more food offerings, guest area makeover, upgraded toilets, group camping, more walkways, more screens, and much more. Upgraded toilets. What do we think that could possibly be?
Well, I mean, unless we're talking about proper porcelain thrones,
which I doubt that we are.
No, maybe ones that are, relatively clean.
Clean? Hey, there's an upgrade.
Have shit paper available.
Hey, yes.
Have washing facilities for your hands.
Wow, and soap? Can you imagine?
Soap, yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
District X reimagined is an interesting one.
Yes.
What could you do to reimagine it? They, over the sort of little bit of time that it's been on the hard standing area, the tarmac lake, it has been reimagined a little bit because there were you had a lot less seating in the first iteration.
Yes.
You had a lot more of those big containers around.
Yes. That was due to the Commonwealth Games, I believe, wasn't it? But they couldn't get enough things for the tents and stuff. So the first year it was on Tarmac Lake, it was very much suck it and see. And then the improvements they made after the following year, sticking the big tent in for the doghouse, things like that, made such a difference. Big seating area in the middle, in between like all the food vans and everything.
Thank God for the fucking seating area, because it was that first year. It was. I mean, I don't want to sit on tarmac.
I found quite a nice little speck of tarmac with a shipping container for a backrest, and I was happy.
Did you?
Couldn't get back up after, but I was happy.
Yeah. And then the year after, they had a lot more of the seating, which we were. I mean, even the thing is, when you buy food from the food stalls that are there, you do want to sit down and eat, really, don't you? You don't just want to walk around with your whatever.
I mean, I could only think that maybe they're just gonna move it around a little bit, reorganise it, make the flow of people a little bit easier and nicer. I don't know. I can't wait for the map to come out though, because that'll hopefully answer our questions.
Well, we've got a map of sorts. I mean, it's not a particularly detailed map.
It's not the map.
It's not the map. All right. Then you've got more walkways, which we is a good idea because it was. I mean, there were walkways last year. they sort of sank.
Yeah.
Into the mud.
Yeah. And it was mud on top of the walkway, wasn't it? Because the walkway was about 6 inches into the mud. But at least they were down in the first place, so it could have been a lot worse. But I think more walkways is something that everybody's always asked for years.
anything that makes getting around easier for everybody is obviously a bonus and a benefit, and it's good to hear.
Bonus for everybody. Guest area. Guest area. Sorry. Guest area makeover. That's an interesting one. Now, because we've got two particular different guest areas, are we talking about the bit behind that where you can go as an RIP customer, like behind the main stage type of area?
Yeah, that'll be the guest area.
But what's the other bit? There's another bit where you can pay to go in, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, no, that's the one at the top of the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the guest area. Is the one that's kind of side stage.
Right, because I can't remember what that's called at the top of the hill, but it's got like hair straighteners and things in it, hasn't it?
Yeah. I can't
Have you ever used hair straighteners on your hair?
Yes.
Have you?
Yes.
Does it look amazing?
Yeah, I've not done it for a while. But maybe for next time, maybe I will. Maybe I'll get the old straightening irons out and we'll go for it, baby.
Yeah. Anyway, so more screens. So I guess that would be, I mean, the main stage. There's a shitload of screens, isn't there? Really, you couldn't really have more for the main stage. I guess we're talking about the smaller stages.
Yeah, it makes sense for there to be another screen on second potentially. And I don't know. I mean, third stage is always, when there's certain bands playing, it's always rammed and you can't get in there. I mean, example last year would be Busted, where you couldn't even get into the area. It's going to be the same this year for McFly, no doubt. My boys.
Do you know what? It's true, because you do. It's not like, you have small bands on in the third stage. You have some really big acts on third stage, and I reckon, it's for people. They, like we've always said this. They book acts for the third stage, for Avalanche stage, that are two. They should be on the second stage,
Yes.
really.
Yeah.
So you can't get in.
No, I can only think that like sticking a big screen up outside in the big open grassy area at the side of the tent would be a good solution.
Yeah.
Because obviously you can't make the tent any bigger. You can't make your whole stage area any bigger. That's what you've got. So it's a good kind of compromise, I suppose. At least if you're not able to get into the tent, you'd be able to see if that is what's going on.
Yeah, definitely. I think they at least acknowledge what's going on. I didn't actually see the crowds for Busted last year, but I'm told that you'd got zero chance. But even then, a year or two before that, I'd tried to go in to see Spirit Box. No chance. And if you were in there, can you imagine what it would have been like?
Yeah. Sardines.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, all in favour of that. Group camping. Do you know about this?
Group camping or group wanking?
Well, I don't know what goes on in their groups. Perhaps they do that. And if they do, that's news to me. But I didn't think it was that kind of festival. But anyway, so you can camp together, can't you?
Glad that I'm back.
Yes, Rich. Oh my God. Wellness and health support increased.
Always up for that.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
More skulls.
More skulls.
Always
yes.
more
Well,
skulls.
It's a rock festival after all. And RIP Lite in Thunder Valley. Is that your trousers?
I was going to make the joke myself. But I expected it from you as well, so I didn't.
Oh, I did make myself laugh then. Thunder Valley. Thunder Valley. This must be new because I don't know anything about this. RIP Lite.
Thunder Valley. Yeah, that's what Forbidden Valley used to be called, the Lawton Towers, when they had the Thunder Looper. Yeah.
For Thunder Looper?
Yes.
I'm just rapidly Googling what RIP Lite Thunder Valley means. Downloadfestival.co.uk. Right. RIP Lite camping in Thunder Valley. RIP Lite is the newest RIP edition, offering you the opportunity to camp in a secluded area of RIP with access to the RIP village and all accompanying entertainment, including the live Festpod show on the Thursday at 2:30. Your car will be parked a short distance from your tent in Metal Car Park 2. So you can't park by your tent. That's the main thing, which I always really enjoy. I like that bit about RIP. The primary differences between RIP Lite in Thunder Valley and RIP Camping in Park Farm or Sleepy Hollow are that the below are not included with RIP Lite. Guest area weekend access, that's a big blow. You can't go into a guest area because that's a nice little sort of secluded. I mean, I say secluded. It's a nice little sanctuary sometimes.
Yeah.
Car parking directly next to your tent. RIP's doggy bag. You don't get a doggy bag. You don't get a free T-shirt and little duck. You don't get a festival programme. You don't get an exclusive RIP 2025 T-shirt. Car parking will be in the adjacent Metal Car Park 2. You can choose to add one car pass per two people in your booking.
So, £694.
Oh, Rich, I can't cope with how much they're asking for RIP Lite. £694 each.
So 700 chimps, right? Okay, right. I get some people want a kind of a bridge between Gen Pop and RIP, and being able to park a lot closer to where you're camping is a bonus and it's worth money. But I get that. Fuck me. So, okay, yeah, I agree they shouldn't have guest area access until I saw the price, because guest area would become not a sanctuary anymore and it would become overcrowded.
Yeah.
But they are allowing access to the RIP village, which is Park Farm, which is putting a lot more footfall into Park Farm. How does Park Farm bar, stage, all the rest of the RIP activities and entertainment cope with? Well, I don't know how big Thunder Valley is. I don't know how many people have been put into this or how big it could be. But wow.
Yeah. It doesn't look massive.
Quid.
It's a lot of fucking money. I mean, you wonder how they've got the balls to ask for it, to be honest.
I hate moaning about prices of download. I genuinely do, because I love the festival and I love everything they do. But Jesus Christ, £694, and that's not even. Obviously, there's a handling fee on that on top of that as well.
Oh my god, yeah.
477 quid for a child. It's just what's the standard RIP Park Farm price at the moment? Oh, is it totally sold out now?
What was it when we were looking? It was something like, I mean, it can't have been far off £700, £800.
I believe when they went on sale, it was less than £694.
Right, okay, and it's since gone up
on the early bird, and then it went up. I'm not sure. I'm sure I've heard 750 mentioned, but I'm not 100% on that.
It was enough to make me think twice about it.
Yeah.
Because, going back over the years, it's been at a price where you could, whilst you were at the festival and the tickets were released, you could pop it on your credit card. You could possibly think about, oh well, I can do that. I can afford it for next year, and you do it straight away.
Yeah.
But as the years have gone on, I can't really justify I can't justify it, Rich. I just think it's shocking. Whilst it's nice to be able to walk very close from the festival to where you camped, that it is a big bonus. We all love bonus. I can't, and you get a T-shirt and a fluffy toy or whatever. I can't justify it, Rich.
See, parking next to my tent was a big sell for me because I used to hate that walk from the car park to Gen.
Oh, it was a bastard. See, I know because we've done RIP for years. Yeah. You forget how awful it is to go into general camping.
Yeah, and I couldn't go back. I couldn't go back to Gen Pop. I couldn't do it.
Let's not kid ourselves.
But yeah, that's wow. But as I always say, if the tickets are selling for it, then there's obviously the appetite for it. And if people are willing to pay it, then they're a business and that's their prerogative to make money. And that's what they should be doing. And I'm not moaning about businesses making money. I'm not moaning about that at all. I just cannot believe what is essentially a ticket which allows you to park relatively close to your tent is nearly 350 quid more than a standard Gen Pop camping ticket.
Yeah, for a standard sort of Gen Pop 5 nights, you're looking at 345 quid, which if you're willing to camp in the general campsite, which, nothing wrong with it, but you're going to go through some hardship. You're going to have to carry your tent all that bloody way, and you're not next to the arena. You're going to have to do some walking. If you're fit and well, 345.
I think for a weekend, 345 quid is a good price.
I do, actually.
For the quality of the act you got on and the amount of other entertainment you've got on.
Oh, yeah.
Wednesday and Thursday and District X, it's a great price. Yeah,
absolutely. It's for the biggest rock festival in the UK, and what you're actually getting for your money. I think it's reasonable. But for RIP, I think they're taking the piss.
I'd be interested to speak to somebody who's camping in Thunder Valley and see what their take is on it. So anybody who's listening or watching who has bought a ticket for Thunder Valley, if they want to get in touch via the socials, or bump into us at the festival when you're actually there and we can have a proper chat about it, then please do reach out, because I would love to speak more and get your thoughts on it, because it's very easy for us to sit here and slag it off, but we're not doing it and we haven't paid for that. So I don't think we're in a position to give a real opinion on it. I want to speak to somebody. I want first-hand experience.
Yeah.
Not what's played out in my head.
You're a big fan of first-hand experience, aren't you?
I am, yes.
Yes,
Very much so.
So there is, we've been doing this for fucking so many years, Rich, that we covered Rock Retreat when that first came out.
Yes.
And I was very confused by it and couldn't figure out what the fuck it was. We've actually found out it's just basically another RIP bit that's elsewhere. It's down the road.
Yeah.
You don't get Park Farm.
You don't get guest.
Eh?
You don't get guest area either, do you?
You don't get guest area. You don't get guest area.
I don't believe so. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I have been wrong before, only once.
Have you? I don't remember that. Escape to the tranquility of the Rock Retreat campsite at Melbourne Hall, complete with luxury extras. And basically, it's probably quieter as well.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's very nice.
It is very nice from people I've spoken to who have stayed at Rock Retreat, and they recommended it. If you want a decent night's kip and you don't mind getting a shuttle bus every day in the morning and the evening, and you don't want to be around the village, because obviously it's not anywhere near the village either. Sorry, District X. Then it's great. I think it looks nice. It's a lovely, pretty location. Yeah. Parking next to your tent. You probably get a very decent night's kip over there because it will be a lot quieter. That's great.
And it's a way of selling extra tickets for them.
Yeah.
And it's just another option, I suppose, isn't it, really? Not everybody who goes to download and wants to camp with people shouting Alan or butt scratcher. I can't imagine in Rock Retreat anybody shouting anything.
It's designated as a quiet campsite as well, same as the rest.
Is it really?
Same as the rest of RIP, yeah. So
I didn't know that.
There is like a noise curfew.
It's because, because the thing is, right, because I'm in my 40s now, I was going to download, as soon as I turned 30, I was going. I was still a bit of a party animal at that point, and I didn't mind all of the shouting and the fucking partying, late at night quite so much as I would do now. But I've been going to this for years, as you have, Rich, as well. You've been going to it for years, and what you want changes over those years. So if you're into your parties, 3, 4, 5, Bob's your fucking uncle. Why not pay it?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, as soon as I was in a position to pay for RIP, and that was always my thing. It was always jealousy. I never hated the idea of RIP at all. I was jealous, and as soon as I had the ability to pay for it, and my body wouldn't let me camp in general population anymore, it was a no-brainer for me. It was pay for it and actually enjoy the festival or not go. It was simple as that for me. And I don't regret a single penny I've paid for RIP over the years.
Yeah. It's undoubtable, really, that the experience is better than it is in Gen Pop.
Yeah.
Because the fucking walk. The walk used to fucking kill me. And this was at a time when I was in my 30s and my legs were fucking fine. And my back was fine. I was all right. And the fucking walk used to kill me every time. Every day. You'd be walking miles.
Yeah.
See, I can't believe I did it now, looking back.
Looking back, especially with the old layout of the site as well. The last layout of the camping areas. Honestly, Christ Almighty, fucking hell, the walk. Here we go. The walk from the car park, which went round and through the round the side of the arena and in, and you'd go through the village, and you'd walk right the way through the village to where you camp. We always used to camp in black.
Right,
the all black campsite. But then when it changed, and we had to walk up that fucking hill up to the Tarmac Lake, and it's the start of the weekend, you're thinking, fuck that, it's fine. It's only a little hill. But when you're carrying your bags or pulling your trolley, and you've got a hill that's probably about fucking, what's like that?
Yeah, 1 in 4.
Yeah, easily 1 in 4, maybe even 1 in 3. And if there's a bit of rain, Christ Almighty, it was.
Yeah, it was shocking. It was an experience for us all.
Yeah.
The last time I did Gen Pop was in 2019, and I had to go up that hill. In it wasn't muddy, but it was certainly tricky. But what I found weird was this next story, where 44% of Download Festival 2025 ticket buyers are first-time attendees.
No way.
Which I just find incredible. I can only really guess that must be down to the acts. I don't know. I mean, I would guess...
That's a lovely photo, by the way.
Isn't it great? Yeah, just people laying down in mud, enjoying a can of Carlsberg, yes. In what is clearly a not raining and sunny day. Almost half of people, according to this article on Kerrang Radio, who have bought tickets for Download 25 are first-time attendees, according to new data. Industry Bible Music Week has quoted Ticketmaster data, which shows that 44% of people who have snapped up tickets will be stepping onto the hallowed turf of Donington Park for the first time. Just factoring in the ticket buyers themselves, other people in their group may have attended before, so the data could be skewed. This makes for an almost even split between newcomers and download regulars, which it just seems weird, doesn't it?
It's a big split for 1 year to have almost. Obviously, like I said, the data could be skewed because of this is people on their accounts. People might have just opened new Ticketmaster accounts as well with a different email address, which would also skew the data.
Yeah, that's true.
But potentially, you're looking at, let's take some conservative figures. 35% rather than 44. Let's bring it down a bit. Let's take in some errors. That's still a big chunk.
It is.
Whether it's a third of people or 44% of people, that's quite big. And I get it. And there's a quote from Andy Copping further down, which says the festival has to evolve because people's tastes and people's expectations evolve all the time. The festival will die if we don't move with the times. So we have to be innovative. That's quite extreme. But I see his point. By putting these newer up-and-coming bands on and giving them bigger slots and higher up the bill, bigger stages, it's the only way to keep the festival going. All these legacy bands might be great, but people will get fed up. Well, people do get fed up of that and are fed up of it. And that's exactly what they're doing. That's why their booking's been now for the last couple of years, is booking kind of newer bands that haven't headlined before, and taking the punt on that. And obviously, if that data is anywhere near correct and it's bringing new people in, then it's worked. And hopefully they become regular download attendees.
What is it? Download 22, is that right? The 22nd festival.
Oh, yeah. It fucks me. All these numbers.
I know.
Just stick with the year.
I'm having to ask.
Stick with the year.
And it's a long time for a festival to be going, isn't it? Really, and
yeah, it is.
You can't have Iron Maiden every year, and all your older style, like you've got your Metallica style.
They're not going to be around forever, are they?
No,
either. It's not just about, you can't just book the same bands on a 2 or 3 year rolling cycle. At some point, they're going to stop touring.
Yeah.
At some point, sadly, members will no longer be with us, and they won't be able to tour as that band anymore. And it has to happen.
Yeah.
It's just, let's just hope the vibe's the same,
Yeah. I mean,
and such a big split could change that.
No, you love a big split.
I love your big split.
So I can't have that. I've been have that in my mind to say for a while, and I just had to say it then. You are losing some people, I've noticed. This happens every year where there's people who say, there's nothing in that lineup for me. And what I think that translates as is they aren't doing what they used to do with all the older bands, and I don't like any of the new stuff, so I'm not going. Because if you look at the lineup, it's very varied. Yeah. It really is.
It's a good cross-section of rock music at the moment, which is what the festival's supposed to be about, and always has been supposed to be about. So I think it's. I never believe people when they say there's nothing for them, because just because you don't like the headliners or the sub-headliners, there's 100 plus other bands or other stages you can go and watch, and you can find styles of music that you like or bands that you might have heard of that you want to see, and it's opening your mind, isn't it, and accepting that change is inevitable, and change isn't always bad.
Exactly, yeah. And it's still Download, actually. And to be honest, whenever you speak to people who are at Download, they fucking love it. You don't hear people at Download moaning about it, particularly.
No.
Even
the people who moan about it but still buy a ticket don't moan about it while they're there or after it.
Yeah. I mean, there's always things to moan about. I mean, we've seen the forums, we've seen the fucking Facebook pages. It's not like people haven't got things that they they don't like. But on the whole, in terms of the lineup and stuff and the experience, it's positive. People keep coming back.
Yeah.
So that they must be doing it right.
Exactly. they wouldn't be doing it if it didn't make business sense either. And as
right.
Copping says, the festival will die. And it is extreme, but he's right.
Download has provided its District X lineup. Now, there's a lot of entertainment this year for the... I can't get used to saying District X. I'm thinking, what's District X? It's the village. It is all based in that big tent, isn't it, really? That's the main... That's where the entertainment is.
Well, yeah, that's the main one, yeah. And that's obviously there's comedy as well, usually, and cinema.
I can't remember. What's that called, that little tent? It's not just the comedy tent, is it? It's got a name now.
Is it? Oh, I don't know. Don't ask me questions that you want answers to, because...
All right, then. I don't know. It's got a name anyway. But there's an extra little... comedy, let's call it the comedy tent because I can't think of what it's called. But yeah, that's in the. There's like a little secluded little. It's covered in trees, isn't it? And you can walk through into it from the bottom of the. You know where I mean, don't you?
I do.
Right. So it says, step into the world of District X. Enter another dimension this summer with the ultimate festival playground. Bringing their iconic hits to District X this year are Vengaboys, who will deliver a whopping dose of nostalgia to kick off the weekend. Across the 5 days, you've also got epic DJ sets from Cradle of Filth's Danny Filth, Mode Step, Dougie Pointer, Zoe London, and more, who will be keeping energy levels high well into the early hours. Wrestling is well and truly back for 2025, which is interesting. I wonder where they're going to put that on. Are you into your wrestling? You like wrestling, don't you?
I love wrestling. You and I should wrestle.
That wouldn't last very long for either of us, I don't think.
No. I mean, as I said, I've got a knackered shoulder, so...
So go for that, Neil, is what you're saying. Okay. They've got a stellar lineup of comedy acts and live podcasts. Have they? Rock royalty Justin Hawkins from The Darkness, and the much-loved On Wednesdays We Wear Black. You'll also find the return of Darkfield, who are bringing their immersive seance experience to Download 22.
Yes. Can I talk about them?
No, you can't.
Darkfield were at Download last year, and they brought the Eulogy experience. Now, I was really excited to try and try this out, and because we were so busy, I didn't actually get the opportunity to go. Oh, no. Now, they're bringing Seance with them this year, which is basically, it's a 24-foot shipping container.
Yes.
And they've transformed it into like a Victorian-style Seance room.
Oh, wow.
So it lasts about 20 minutes, and it explores the psychology of a group of people and asks that they believe not only in what seems to be happening inside the container, but what also might be conjured up in the room with them. Now, this is all pitch black audio experience, noise-cancelling headphones on, things like that.
Really?
It's a whole auditory experience. And as I said, I didn't unfortunately get to go and do Eulogy last year, but I really, really need to make time to go and try this year.
Now, I've managed to find a bit of footage. Shall we have a look at some footage?
Indeed.
So, yeah, there's the shipping container. Oh! It looks like a sort of ride at Alton Towers. Big bell end hanging down there. People walking in. Do you not think it looks like a ride with all the seats?
Yeah, you know, it's an entertainment experience, so I suppose it is technically a ride of the mind.
Everyone's putting on their headphones. Looking very worried. Hands on the table.
And blackness.
Then it goes dark, yeah. Look at that. Oh, wow. I would be interested in looking at this. I would be interested in going in for this one. This is my kind of thing, I think.
Yeah, all the reviews I've seen about all of their experiences are phenomenal. I think quite a few people don't like the being in the pitch black and not knowing what's going on. And I think it's just this case of just being, you know, a bit overwhelmed with the experience or scared or whatever. But no, the use of sound to create images in your head, and I think it'd be absolutely fucking fantastic, and I'm well up for it.
We do that though here, don't we? We create images in your head.
We do. Of bell ends dangling down.
There was literally that though. If you're listening to us,
there was a bell end on the video.
I wasn't just making that up.
It wasn't actually a bell end, was it? It was a bell.
Well, there was the end was there. We focused on the end.
Technically, I suppose it was a bell end, yeah.
Your little finger just touched it.
Hey.
So, on top of that, there's intimate acoustic sets.
How intimate?
They touch you there. Interactive quizzes. Bingo. Really? Aerobics. And sports events. So, see you there. Family-friendly performances from Slay Dougie and Rock Kids. Not exactly sure what that is. Just to let you know, if you come to see us on the on the stage in the RIP area on the Thursday about 2:30, we're not going to be a family-friendly performance.
Yeah, we cannot guarantee family-friendly, I'm afraid.
I'm pretty much guaranteeing it won't be.
I can be good when I need to be.
Can you? There's C-bombs dropping all over the place.
I know, but I'm used to live stuff. I can control myself.
Oh yes, no, okay, fine. Am I going to have to say it then? I'll have to see.
But full well, I'm going to run out on stage. I say run, fuck me. Going to hobble out on stage. Go, cunt!
Yes, well, we will all be expecting it, to be honest.
Yeah. Hello, download, you bunch of cunts!
Wow.
Please
Where do I pick up my fee? So there's that. So we'll see you on Thursday. If you need a break, you can head down to the expanded Ace of Spades and all new Graver's Return food and drink area to fuel up and recharge. Oh, and there might be a few surprises thrown in too, ... Very interesting. So, yeah, you don't have to spend all of your time when you're not in the arena at your tent. You can go to the... Do you know, I regret not spending more time in the village when I was camping in Gen Pop. Because there's so much... I mean, I don't remember it being this good, to be honest, when I was camping in Gen Pop. I don't remember there being that much on.
I mean, it was always good fun, especially the bigger years. When they'd have two stages in the village, two big stages. It's well worth. It's extra value for your ticket price, and they don't have to do any of this really.
No.
But this looks like a really good District X lineup this year.
Now, download. Talking of first-time attendees, Download has released a rookie guide.
Can I just stop you there, Mr. Wilkinson?
Yes, go ahead.
Can I just point our listeners and watchers to our back catalogue, where Festpod, when it was the unofficial download guide,
oh yeah,
has got some lovely guides for first-time attendees.
It has.
And
going back over the years.
Yeah, so I'd say fuck that and check out our shit instead.
Yeah. Well, there's some some different hosts, because of course we started Festpod, the unofficial guide, back in 2020 during lockdown, and our first subjects were: when are festivals going to return? Are they going to return? Do we know anything about when they're returning? Because of course it was very fucking bleak. But we did still manage to fill our shows with guides on download and how to survive and how to eat and how to camp. So yeah, it is a lot of it is still worth listening to. A lot of it is still valid. We've moved the show on a little bit since then, but all that stuff is still there. So if you feel like you need a guide, that I definitely would point you in that direction. But it's very interesting that they've come up with a rookie guide of their own, and would be interested to know what exactly their idea of a guide looks like. So let's take a look. Oh God, they've done it. They've got before the festival, during the festival, after the festival. This is very interesting. Get your journey sorted. Download the app. Pack like a headliner. Plan your weekend like a legend. I don't know why my voiceover voice is coming out today. This is very strange.
I like it.
During the festival, pitch like a pro. I'm just skipping over the fucking the head. This isn't the guide. I'm just telling you what the subjects are. Live the full Download 22 experience. Do things. Do things. Go see things. Basically, was what that says. I quite like that they've done this after the festival. Number one, don't ghost the cleanup.
This is worth the guide alone.
Yeah, take your tent and all your shit with you. Bag your shit and use the fucking bins. Rest up before travelling, especially if you're driving. Don't drive drunk, you twats. Do you like my version of it that I'm doing?
Yeah, no, I it's right.
Start planning for next year. You're not a rookie anymore. Okay. They've taken it a bit more seriously than I've portrayed it there. But yeah, if you want to have a written guide from the festival itself, there it is. It's on the website. Take a look. Right, so that's all your download news. There's a lot more festival news to come right after this.
Hey! We're Bud Earth, and you're listening to Festpod. We'll be right back. Yeah. Gotcha.
Are you looking for that last-minute festival essential? Or maybe you just want to travel light and get your whole camping setup when you arrive on site? The good news is that Fat Frank's Camping Shop will take care of all your festival camping essential needs. From camping chairs to blow-up airbeds, cosy duvets to festival cooking sets, Fat Frank has it all. And what's more, Fat Frank offers a click and collect service at several UK festivals. So head to fatfrankscampingshop.com to order now, or visit Fat Frank and the lads at your favourite festival. Fat Frank's Camping Shop, the official sponsors of Festpod, the unofficial rock festival guide.
Welcome back to Festpod, the unofficial rock festival guide. Now we're still cracking on with the festival news. Woo! So, woohoo! So the next story is there's an Ozzy film. I don't know if you know about this. It's not new. It's been out for, I think it came out in like a few years ago. It was on the BBC. It was on like BBC 4 or something. The 9 Lives of Ozzy Osbourne is hitting the big screen for the first time. So something that was on telly is getting shown on the big screen, basically, is what it is. 2020's The 9 Lives of Ozzy Osbourne will be getting a cinema premiere on July the 4th, the day before the Prince of Darkness's final performance with Black Sabbath. There's a picture of him looking younger than he is now. He's apparently working out and, trying to be fit for the show, which I can understand. If I was him, I wouldn't fucking bother. I mean, not the getting fit, but doing the show. I mean, what else does he need? But I guess he's that kind of guy, isn't he? He just wants to be on stage and he wants to be performing.
He's a performer. Yeah, that's what it is. He's a performer and he doesn't need to do it. He wants to do it. So, we've spoken about this before, about how sceptical I was that he'd even make it to Villa Park for this show and how much is actually going to be involved in Black Sabbath. in terms of actually singing and being on stage. But you know what? I hope it's a success, and I hope he gets the farewell that he wants from it. Because
Well, yeah, absolutely.
He's worked hard over the years. He's partied hard, and guy deserves a good retirement.
Yeah. So in Kerrang, covering this story about the film, The 9 Lives of Ozzy Osbourne is set to hit Birmingham's Millennium Point this summer. The 2020 documentary will arrive for the first time on the big screen on July the 4th, the day before the epic all-star Back to the Beginning show down the road at Villa Park. Do you know, I know that area, and I can just imagine what it's going to be like. It's going to be absolutely rammed.
Yeah.
It's going to be so busy. Yeah. There will be 2 screenings, the first at 4 p.m. and the second at 6:30. Which will also include an exclusive Q&A from a special guest, Jack Osbourne. And like Back to the Beginning, all profits from these events will be donated equally between Cure Parkinson's, Birmingham Children's Hospital and Acorn Children's Hospice.
Excellent causes.
Yeah. So, for a big show like this, I would imagine there's going to be people coming from all over the place.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, this is, how many times has it been in the end, really? But this is the end. And with the lineup they've got on that day, whether bands come on and play 3 or 4 songs, or they play half an hour each, or whatever, it's going to be an incredible event. It's going to be one of those that I'm in Scotland for my sister-in-law's wedding that weekend. I think, but it's like I wish I could be there, but at the same time, I'm glad that I'm not, because every time I've seen Ozzy, he's gone downhill every show, and I'd rather remember the better performances.
I have to agree. I don't actually think I've ever seen a good Ozzy show. But, he's a legend.
Yes.
So,
talking of legends.
Now, Lemmy.
That was your link.
Yes, it was, but I hadn't got the fucking script in front of me because I'm managing an entire computer system of live bollocks. So, Lemmy has had his statue unveiled in the beautiful Stoke-on-Trent on the 9th of May 2025, and it was in Burslem in Stoke-on-Trent. Phil Campbell was there to mark the placement of Lemmy's ashes in a magnificent statue created by local sculptor and huge Motorhead fan Andy Edwards. And lots of people turned out to it, actually. It was quite a showing. And have you seen the statue?
Yes, I have. It's a lovely statue, lovely tribute in the town of his birth at Burslem, obviously. And yeah, I think it's a great tribute and well deserved. And somewhere else that his ashes are now. I mean, look at the size of that statue. That's a proper statue, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it's nice that though. It's a nice tribute.
It is. Next time I'm in the area, I'm going to pay a visit. In fact, I'm going to get my kids next from Staffordshire. I'll call into Burslem on the way home.
It is. It's nice that I think they've done a good job there, because sometimes you see statues of people who've recently passed away, and you think, "Oh, that's not a great statue, is it?" But this one actually looks really nice. The one I have in mind, I'm thinking of the one in Bury. There's a statue of Victoria Wood.
Oh yes, I've seen this. Yes.
Now, Bury is not far from where I live, and I actually spent some years growing up in Bury as well, so I know where the fucking statue is. And I went to go and see it, and not the best statue I've ever seen, but this one looks really nice. I think if he saw it, because you'd think if you passed away and someone put a statue up of you, that it would look decent and nice, and it would look like you, and you know, because it's your legacy at the end of the day. I mean, obviously you've got your records and your everything, but if you're going to have a statue put up, you know, you want it to be nice. I think they've done a good job there. So yeah, there's tons of metalheads on this picture that I'm looking at that have gone to celebrate him, and it was a big ceremony and stuff like that. So that's nice. They've got him there with his bass and even a microphone and stuff like that. He's not just stood there, is he? He's properly mid-flow.
It's Lemmy. That's Lemmy. Yeah.
Yeah. That's nice. Now, I've been looking at TikTok, and Bloodstock's Vicky uses TikTok, and sometimes she posts, and sometimes she gives us interesting little tidbits, interesting little sort of insights into the behind the scenes of the thought process behind what's going on there. And basically, she's posted a video saying, I've spotted that Vengaboys have been booked for Download Festival, and I'm fuming. So I've been thinking about what we can do for Bloodstock. Now, her alternatives that she's come up with are 2 Unlimited.
No, there's no limit. Okay.
Yeah, that came out when I was 10. And I remember it because there was nothing else like it at the time in the charts.
I remember, yeah.
And the other alternative that she's come up with is Aqua.
Yeah.
Now, to be honest, you could go down this route of saying, well, it's a rock festival. What are you doing thinking about booking those kinds of acts? And there's people on Facebook who are absolutely raging about the fact of Vengaboys being booked for Download, and they can't understand it, and they're raging. Their faces have gone bright red. So the fact that Vicky's thinking about an alternative like 2 Unlimited or Aqua, you could understand them being upset about that as well. I don't mind. It doesn't upset me.
It's simple. If you don't like it or you don't want to watch it, don't fucking watch it.
I know, yeah.
It's not going to replace any bands on the bill that you want to see. It's an extra in the evening entertainment.
They're not going on the main stage, are they? They're going on the extra bit. And it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? A bit of fun.
I would love them to book 2 Unlimited. I really would.
I would. Yeah. Do you think it's the original people?
I'm going to find out.
Because it was a long time ago.
Probably is, you know.
I mean, if it was their like son or daughter or something carrying on as 2 Unlimited, I don't think I'd mind.
It's not.
Is it not the same people?
So, no, the female vocalist has changed.
Oh, wow.
However, the rap geezer is still the same guy.
Is it really? Wow.
Yeah. He's 53 now.
Is he really? Wow, God. So, now, dare we do some maths, or shall we leave it?
Leave it. Let's move on.
Let's leave it. Okay, fine. I'm behind that. I would like that. If she's made movements in that direction, it wouldn't bother me. I'd be very, very happy about that, to be honest, because it's from my youth. And it's just a bit of a laugh in it. So
exactly,
let's have a bit of a laugh.
It's the way to decompress, throw some shapes, and let's be honest, right? You can say you're into only metal, but you know fucking full well, right? You'd have a little dance along, wouldn't you? You'd have a bop. You know you would. Of course you would, because it's just fun. And
it's a palate cleanser.
And a moose boosh.
Yes. Yeah. Because after a long day of moshing
And Jaeger.
and nettle and Jaeger.
More Jaeger.
More Jaeger, yeah. What are they called, those drinks that we have?
Mules. Jaeger mules. Oh, Jaeger mule. What you
The
mean to
only
me?
place and the only time in the year when I ever have a Jaeger mule or would even think of ordering a Jaeger mule.
Is in a paper cup in a tent next to the main stage of Bloodstock. And it's the best fucking 5-6 quid you'll ever spend.
Oh my God, yeah, I forgot how expensive they are as well. Yeah, that's very true.
That's not expensive. Honestly, that's. I'd say I pay that all day long. I do pay that all day long.
I know you do.
It's
You don't get much though. I mean, it's only a little.
It's a shot of Jaeger and some ginger beer, isn't it?
It wouldn't fill my Festpod mug.
Well, no, it wouldn't. But it's a rather nice large mug, which is available on the website festpod.co.uk.
That's very true. Can't argue with that. Now, Bloodstock has announced a fancy dress theme.
How many this year, Neil? How many this year?
Well, quite a few actually. It's not just you know what? There's actually some thought gone into it. It's not just Friday the 13th. It's oh dear. So we've got a number of themes. Thursday, it's all about pink, whether it's an accessory or a full head-to-toe vision. Pink up in support of the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, and be sure to stop by their stand in the main arena over the festival.
Always
So that's
support
Thursday.
that one, and I always wear pink on the Thursday.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Friday, we are calling all gamers to dress up as Mario and Luigi. Luigi's a favourite at the moment. Lara Croft.
Jesus Christ.
I know, yeah. Sonic. Link. Pikachu. We saw Pikachu get killed last year.
That was the
By
highlight.
dinosaurs, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Princess Zelda, Chun-Li, Master Chief, oh my God, can you imagine? And all their gaming character friends. That does sound fun. Saturday brings hero versus villains. Batman, Wonder Woman, Cruella, Captain Marvel, Darth Vader. Which side of the eternal epic showdown will you choose?
Do you think you can get a Deadpool suit in my fat size?
Well, they're stretchy, aren't they?
Oh, that's what I'm worried about. There's going to be nothing left of the imagination.
But people would remember you.
People will probably get me arrested.
On Sunday, it's the return of the dinosaurs, with Catton Park becoming Jurassic Park. It was just so much fun last year. Bloodstock thought you should get to do it all over again. Stay tuned on site. Oh, hang on a second, I've read that wrong. Stay tuned for on-site entertainment. Oh, bastardy cunting bollocks. Let me try that again. Stay tuned. Do you know, sometimes I think about leaving all the mistakes in. Stay tuned for on-site entertainment announcement next. It wasn't written very well, in fairness, but anyway. Yeah, I mean, great. That's fun. I like that because it adds to the festival atmosphere, I think.
It does. I mean, to be fair, the herds of dinosaurs last year were incredibly entertaining.
Yeah, they were.
In the main arena and also in the Serpent's Lair VIP tent.
They feature in our opening titles.
They do.
Yes.
And then obviously, as you said, we saw Pikachu getting mauled by several dinosaurs
That's fun.
whilst we were interviewing them. I can be a Scrooge with fucking fancy dress and all this, but no, the stuff, the Bloodstock ones are always fun, and again, I'm not into dressing up very much. I'll wear pink on Thursday for Sophie, as I always do, whether it's just a pair of socks or a cock warmer or a shirt or whatever, shorts, whatever. It'll be something. And that'll be it for me because I'll be too busy being serious and working.
Not 100% of the time.
No, I'll still be drinking Jaeger mules.
Exactly. So, yeah, I mean, I really love the fact that they do this. I really do. I think it just... I don't know if... See, now I think about Bloodstock, I don't know if it's because it's a smaller festival and it seems like there are more people doing the fancy dress. But there does... I mean, as a proportion of the number of people at Bloodstock, it does seem higher than download people who get dressed up.
It does. And I think you're right about when you said about the atmosphere as well. I think it's they're all happy and they'll all stop and chat and they'll just dick around and have a good time for other people's pleasure as well. Yeah. So it works. I think it's just the essence of Bloodstock, isn't it?
Yeah, I really think so. I think it's a great thing that they should carry on doing with 2 Unlimited playing in the background or Aqua.
Could you imagine those dinosaurs having a rave to 2 Unlimited?
Yes, please. I need to see that. Oh my God. See, I'm really looking forward to Bloodstock now. We haven't even mentioned any bands.
No. And talking of Bloodstock Entertainment, Neil.
Yes.
What's our next news item?
It's Bloodstock Entertainment. There's more. So they have revealed the entertainment on the new Blood stage on Thursday and the Saturday night from 11 p.m. till 2 a.m. The new Blood tent hosts silent disco with 3 live channels. I fucking love a silent disco.
Not 2 channels, Neil. 3. 3 channels.
So much fun. It's so good. Have you ever been to a silent disco?
Yeah, I love them. I've always wanted to play a silent disco as well.
Oh, wow. Can you imagine? Oh, that'd be so good. Download Pilot, my first and last ever, actually, at this point, silent disco, and it was just fucking so much fun. Friday's New Blood Fun from 11 p.m. till 2 a.m. sees experienced DJ duo Dawn Debenham and Darren Dead Soul Smith return, so a DJ act. Entertainment in Sophie Tent is on Thursday, 12 till 2. DJ Press Play mixes it up with an array of welcoming tunes from upcoming festival bands and other metal bangers. Friday brings the Blood Rave. That's a great name, that. With DJs Little M and Lloyd offering up the biggest beats and the best drops inspired by the movie Blade. Saturday is taken over by DJ Arocalypse and splendid guest DJs Raised by Owls to give you 2 hours of curated metal.
Praise the Lord.
Yes, you'll be there. Won't we?
I will be there, yes.
Sunday sees DJ Rich Harris closing down the festival in the only way he knows how, loudly, and with the sort of style many crave. Wednesday, over in the Midgard website, campsite, you've got DJ Press Play, Lloyd, Rich Harris, Jamie Haynes and Little M. There's going to be food stalls, a coffee unit, a bar open in Midgard or Ironwood campsites. Plus cinema fans will find 2 movies being shown in Midgard from 9 p.m. that evening. That's interesting. Do they normally do films?
No, I don't believe they've done films in the campsites before, no.
Interesting, I like that idea. You'll also be able to find the DJs doing sets in Midgard across the weekend. Official bin jousting antics in Midgard from 11 till 2, Thursday to Sunday. Unmistakably a classic part of Bloodstock lore and back bigger and better this year. Bin prep is already happening. Rock Fit is back to get your blood pumping in the Battle Arena, 10:45, Friday to Sunday. In the morning, that is. Inspired by all the axe action, have a go at axe throwing with your mates at the stand in the main arena. There's also the Rock and Metal Museum. Oh yes, I'm glad they've put that in there as part of the entertainment. The Heavy Metal Marketplace, the gaming arena, with modern and retro video games to play, and the Dixon.uk signing tent where you can meet your favourite bands. Stay tuned with the Viking announcement next. Wow, loads of stuff.
Wonderful.
Loads of fucking
Lovely stuff.
So, still to come, we're going to meet Sentient. We'll get our gig guide and we'll find out what special things we've found in Festpod favourites. Right after this.
Hi, we're Seething Akira,
You've been listening to Festpod.
and we'll be right back.
Toodles.
Welcome back to Festpod. Now it's time for our gig guide. So, what festivals or gigs are coming up? Do you want to go first, Mr. Richard?
Yeah, I've just farted and nearly made myself sick.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Sorry.
Shall we have a look at yours then, Mr. Richard?
Well, you've only got to ask, Mr. Wilkinson. So, my gig that I'm going to promote this episode is going to be Seething Akira, who are playing at the Camden Assembly in London on Saturday, the 21st of June, 7 p.m. Tickets are available from £10 plus £2.40 in fees, so £12.40 to see friends of the show, great bunch of lads, Seething Akira. Get on it.
Yeah. Look at that, the Camden Assembly. Radar Festival is coming up, and it's not far off. And it's a cheap festival. I mean, I say cheap, that doesn't mean it's bad. It is a top-notch quality value festival happening in Manchester. It is, as we've been over quite recently on Festpod, we've talked about it quite a lot. You've got your headliners Carpenter Brute, Bob Villain, Under Oath. You've also got Zealanada as December Falls, Normandy, Intervals, Vukovi, Yunaka, and a whole host of other bands, including Waterlines.
Yes.
Great bunch of lads. Happening between the 4th and the 6th of July 2025. It is amazing. There's 2 rooms, 2 stages. They go from one to the other with the acts. You've got the option of never missing an act because they just alternate the whole time. Book yourself a hotel nearby. Absolutely great. There's music and gaming market, masterclasses even. It's very musician sort of oriented, and there's a great community there as well. It's very accessible because it's in the O2 at Trafford Park. So tickets for that are very reasonably priced. The whole weekend ticket will cost you no more than £150 plus fees, which I think is just fucking brilliant. Even a day ticket is £59 plus fees.
Giving it away, aren't we?
Yeah, it's so good, and it's just everyone just has a great time. So there's that one as well. So if there's a gig, a festival, or a piece of music that you'd like to recommend to us, let us know on the socials or in the comments below. Just search for Festpod to find us. Now, let's get to know a band who we think you should know in Orgasm with an AU.
So we are Sentient. I'm JB, I'm the vocalist.
I am one Tom, I am guitarist.
I'm Other Tom, I'm on bass.
And we have a drummer who's called Ricky, but he couldn't be there this evening. His back was hurting from carrying the band too much. So. I guess the band itself formed back in 2018, where our drummer Rick put a post up on the illustrious joinmyband.com.
21 I think I joined. After, previous guitarist left, you guys hit me up. We've recently acquired Tom number 2
Another
here.
Tom.
Yeah, so I joined last year. So I was already a fan of Sentient. I'd seen him win Metal to the Masses. And actually on the Heavy Spaghetti EP cover, I'm actually on it.
Yeah, if you
because
zoom in.
I'm in the pit, in the crowd. I just turned up so often that I ended up in the band.
Bloodstock was still a massive one. I think will always be a massive one. That was, I think I played that that competition in 2 separate bands, and then when we finally won, it was kind of like, did we actually win? So that will always be awesome to me, and I just think all the work we put into this next EP as well has been really, dare I say, fulfilling. It's just great. I really love like recording and stuff like that, and working with Rick we have such a good time, and we just.
I'm the opposite. I hate it.
I love recording. I'm a little nerd.
I prefer playing live. So any gig is a gig to me, and I'd love getting in front of people and doing that.
That's probably your favourite thing then.
But like you said, I am very excited for the release of this EP, because I think, like you said, a lot has gone into it, so I'm excited to get the reaction of people when they listen to it, and obviously now when we listen to it before it's been released and just kind of chucking it on like on my own phone and listening to it, I'm like, God damn, we did that. That kind of thing. So
we got 2, well, technically 3 EPs, I suppose, but the first one I think is
it's only available on CD, which I still have about 500 of in my car.
People when you get the chance.
That's it. They just kind of, if you turn up, you kind of get one. So Sentient is Dead first.
And then Heavy Spaghetti is the one I forget. It's like the in-between one.
I don't know how. I don't know how. So this next one that's coming out was originally supposed to be a bit of a 2-parter with Sentient is Dead. So this is Long Live Sentient, which is we're hoping to have out early April, I believe.
4th of April, I believe, is the date. And it's probably the most ambitious thing we've done. All recorded by Rick, mostly. Rick is the driving force, 100%.
He is the abbot.
Recorded, mixed, mastered, and he did live drums on this one as well. Everything is as live as it can possibly be, minimal to no editing on stuff, and Rick has, just really smashed it out. He spent a lot of time producing everything, and I think just song-wise as well, we spent a lot of time going back and forth over the songs, really trying to make sure they are as good as they can be, and it's probably the heaviest thing we've done.
It's pretty brutal and pretty relentless, from start to finish.
Pretty much, you get, there's a little bit of a short track where you can take a breath, but everything else is just in your face.
One interlude track.
That's all you get. One interlude. My massive absolute just annihilation.
I think like in every aspect, it's like, as Tom was saying, the production and the songwriting, every aspect has just stepped up from the previous stuff. Like really, really like gassed for it and to be playing on it as well.
I think Rick, being relentless as he is, I think he's already got 7 or 8 demoed already for the next one. So we're looking to do an album, I think, in a year or 2, hopefully.
Something like that. I remember it was a conversation I was having with him and the guys as well, maybe a little while ago, where sometimes though with an album you want it to be all killer, no filler. You want like more of a condensed thing that you can put out more often. So releasing 6 songs that absolutely smash out the park more often than releasing like 10 songs every other year, where some is like a bit like not really up to par and you're just putting it on to fill out a track listing. That's, I think, maybe a conversation that we have. But again, we have the tracks now to do it, so it's definitely something that we can work towards. In the song Gaslighter, that's got a big sing-alongy chorus, and I've been known to like hand the mic out briefly, ever so briefly, because I want it back, just so they can do the chorus bit. And then there was once where we played a Halloween show, and because we had a song called White Noise, and I found a beer called White Noise, like a little IPA thing by I think it was a brewery called the Yeasty Boys. So I was like, excellent, damn it. We got 2 people up on stage, and the idea was that when the song kicked in, we were going to get them to down the drinks, but these were like little 330ml cans, so it wasn't that impressive. And like the song kind of kicked off, and they were just kind of stood there like, what did we? Go, and they started like downing them, and then they just stood there for like the rest of the song, and I was kind of just like, you can leave now. Like do a little dance or something. Like, you're up on stage, like make the most of it though. Go check us out on the socials, Facebook and Instagram. Make sure you stay tuned for Long Live Sentient, our next EP, which is coming out on the 4th of April. Catch you next time.
Great bunch of lads there. That's Sentient, who are back with their 3rd EP, Long Live Sentient, which is their heaviest release so far. We all love a heavy release.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I just couldn't resist. I can't resist. I've got to do the joke, Rich. I can't let it go by.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot, because you know it's exactly my humour.
Yes. Next up, let's get our Festpod favourites. So this is where we recommend something we've seen that we like. Now,
Shall we have a look at yours then, Mr. Richard?
Oh, again, just need to ask.
I know.
So, yes, let's look at mine.
Yes.
So, I was scrolling endlessly through websites, and I was just happened to be on the Debenhams website, and I came across they're now selling metal merch.
In Debenhams?
In Debenhams. So, for example, here are some Slipknot merch.
Is it nice merch?
Well, I mean, I've not seen it in person, so I can't comment. But you know, it's
reasonably priced. I see.
It is reasonably priced, and I'm all for reasonably priced merch. But what I don't know is, I'm trying to find out is it like is some of this? Have they paid the band for this, or I mean, they must have done, surely. Or the band getting paid? Well, it says 100% officially licensed on the items, so the band are getting paid. But it's like, you know, the 23 quid for a band T-shirt is cheaper than what you're getting on EMP and things like that. So,
yeah,
I mean,
it's even got swearing on it.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm all for that.
Yeah, you like a bit of swearing.
But yeah, I mean, they've got quite a good selection, to be fair. I'm scrolling down, and I'm at 80 items already, and apparently there's 280. I can't believe they're all Slipknot items, but they believe I think they are.
That is mad.
But yeah,
if you're looking at a Slipknot T-shirt there that you don't like, don't worry. There's 380 more.
Yeah. Get on it. They've even got patches.
Yeah. They've got hats. Socks, I've seen.
Oh, dressing gown.
Oh, my God. £41.74. Do you know what? If this was the download merch store, you know that one you can walk around, that robe would fit right in there. But in there, you'd pay probably twice the price.
Yeah. Slipknot socks, man. Why haven't I got a pair of Slipknot socks in my life? Why haven't I got a balaclava with a Slipknot logo on it? Because that's on there.
Rich, how has anybody got time to come up with 380 examples of Slipknot merch? I mean, it's what?
I genuinely don't know. I have no words. I mean, if this is the way that Debenhams are going now, they've even got a denim jacket with a Slipknot logo stitched onto the left breast and printed onto the back.
Now, does he look like a Slipknot fan?
I mean,
to you?
I'm not going to judge somebody on their looks, but no. But my point is, the price, 65 quid. It was 73 initially. But again, you'd be looking at paying double that anywhere else. Surely.
Yeah, you would.
Suitcase! £200 suitcase! There we go, that's more like it.
Yeah, I can get on board with the suitcase, actually.
Yeah.
That's quite nice.
That is nice.
Isn't it?
Don't know that I paid 200 quid for it.
No, that's a lot.
Pencil case.
Well, that's it. I've never seen such a huge range of merch for any band.
No, it's it's ridiculous.
It really is.
It's ridiculous. And I've not even looked if there's any other bands. I'll be honest with you. I don't want to because I haven't got the time. It hurts. I've got repetitive strain injury from scrolling through all of them.
I wonder. I mean, let's try Sleep Token as they're headlining the Download Festival this year. They've got nothing, not a sausage. There's some like fucking perfume or something and an electric scooter. What about Biffy Clyro, for example? Let's have a. Oh, they have actually got some Biffy Clyro stuff.
Biffy fucking Clyro.
Yeah, as long as you're liking particular bands. They've got some stuff. They've got 28 items, though, including some fucking vinyl.
Fuck me. What is the world coming to?
What is Debenhams now? What is Debenhams? Who are they aiming that for?
I don't know.
Didn't it used to be a lot of pensioners going into Debenhams?
Well, when I worked for Debenhams, yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, there we go. It clearly, I mean, there you go. There you go. Don't know what else to say about that, Rich, but there you go.
Get on it. If you like that sort of thing and you like Debenhams and you want to get it whilst you're buying your whatever else you're buying from Debenhams.
Your perfume and your electric scooter.
Get on it.
Now, my Festpod favourites is a disposable camera. Now, these are coming back because you know how people are taking up against phones at gigs?
Yes.
People are starting to go towards disposable cameras as a camera instead, which I quite like the idea of, to be honest, because I like a disposable camera. You know, they're just nice and easy, aren't they?
Yeah, it makes sense, yeah.
You just buy it, either with film developing or without. If you buy it without, you just take it into your local... Can you still do that? You must be able to still do that.
You can still take them to your Max Spielman store or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, you've got this Max Spielman example here. It's a WOW disposable camera, includes free film developing, $23.99, and you can get it either online or in the shop. Preloaded with Fujifilm, 27 exposures. Do you know what? You'll be a lot more careful about what you take pictures of if you've only got 27.
Yeah.
It's got a built-in flash.
Well, hey.
You can upgrade your print sizes or put them onto a CD. If you've got a CD player on your computer. It's only little. It's just 24 quid, and you could buy two really for that price. Just get some nice. And you know what? I quite like the idea of having physical photographs. Yeah. I like that because they're there. You've got them. You're not going to accidentally delete them, and they're just a proper good memory. They come out looking different than they do on a phone.
I 100% agree. As a photographer, I love getting prints. There's nothing better than the smell of your prints when you open them and the feel.
Oh, really?
And I've, alongside digital, I've started shooting film again. I literally bought a cheap 20 quid old Canon DSLR film camera on eBay for 20 quid, right? Yeah. Just been taking it out, shooting it alongside digital. Really? Just to have a play with different kind of media again. But those disposables, that one you've got there as your favourite, the Max Spielman one, I've actually bought that camera for my daughter last year for a school trip, and she found it incredibly easy to use and didn't really waste anything on it, so even kids can use them. I went a slightly different route this year because she's just got back from her trip to France. I bought her a cheap digital point and shoot, which I'm going to then teach her how to edit, to touch up, and then I'm going to print them for her. I'm going to get them printed, so she'll still have them printed, and all that. You can get digital cameras now for the same price as two of those cameras. So they're not going to be great cameras, they're not going to be great quality, but in terms of if you want something to put in your pocket, you're not bothered about if you break it or lose it. It's better than your £800 phone, isn't it?
Do you know what, Rich? That is the main point, I think, there as well. That's a very, very good point indeed. Yeah, because phones are not cheap. And for the sake of between 30 and 50 quid, you can have a little, either a digital one or a film camera. Yeah. There's this other example here of a couple of Kodak disposable cameras with 39 exposures, pack of two for 37 quid on the evil Amazon.com. So, you know, you've got options if you want to get yourself one of them, but I just think they're fucking great. I really, you know, you're not pissing people off with your phone. People have such visceral...
Are we going to see you with a disposable camera at any festivals this year?
Now, that's a very interesting question. You might see me with a digital... But not. I don't know about the film cameras because they're not got a great zoom on them, and I don't like to be up the front.
Fair.
I used to be up the front. But now I'm further back, you see. Oh no. He just hurt himself. Oh dear.
It's okay. It's okay. It was worth it because it was funny.
Okay, are we going to have to call the ambulance for you?
Yep. Send them to me.
Let's do that.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's end the show.
Richard's dead.
Yeah, she's about this. She's in pain. So if you've enjoyed the show, please like and subscribe. For free. I know it's meaningless now with every fucking video or podcast that says that, but please like, subscribe. It does make a difference to us because it means that the algorithm favours us a little bit more than when you don't like or subscribe. Wherever you've found us, please do that. If you'd like to hear more, do follow us on the socials as well to be informed about when we post new episodes. We are on the socials and YouTube just by searching for Festpod. If you'd like to support the show, head to the website festpod.co.uk and click on support us to find our brand new merch. And our Patreon as well, if you'd like to help us every month with a small contribution towards all the back-end stuff that we need to keep the show going. So that's it. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.
A Wilco Productions podcast.
Yeah, I've just farted and nearly made myself sick.